Good evening, or morning, or day, or whatever, or whenever you may be. Here we are again with the itinerant Bizarrium, travelling to Wonderland, possibly through the looking glass. Whilst Captain Zachariah and his troop set camp, I would like to introduce a very dear friend, Lewis's languorous libertine, the louche lepidopteron. Millione di Messi, meinen Freunden, or thanks. Generations have known me as the caterpillar. I much prefer... Oh, incidentally, caterpillar derives from the archaic French for hairy cat pillager. Is there anything of me that suggests an air of hairy cat? Or indeed that I may pillage, or that I may be a pillager of hairy cats? Please desist from associating me with any hirsute feline thieves. Henceforth I shall be known by my given name, Polydorus. I thank you. I've been asked to provide some elucidation. You have all heard the tales of that overindulged, spoilt embodiment of annoyance, Ardag. Oh, what matters? Something beginning with A. However, in my less than humble but indisputably superior opinion, there are any number of creatures more deserving of one's attention. For instance, the somnolent habitue of teapots, the Dormouse. You are doubtless all aware of the Dormouse, he who is unable to recite a simple nursery rhyme, enters the land of Nod at a twitch of whisker, has an obsession with treacle, and is friends with three sisters that live at the bottom of a well. Poppycock! I do love a poppy, not to mention I love a... yes, the Dormouse. I submit to you, my lad. Oh, did you know I read law at Cambridge, Oxford? Well, one of them, or both. I do not quite recall. Just one. One was brought up for service. Now, the Dormouse. I submit there are innumerable scenarios which may account for his apparent narcolepsy. Are you sitting comfortably? Ha! I am, so who cares? Oh, let us now embark upon our speculative sojourns. Theorem Eins, the bibliophile, into the library. Pitter, 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 pitter pats our protagonist, perusing a plethora of publications. Alliteration, I am so good at this. The oaken shelving, towering above his diminutive form, positively creaking with their accumulated knowledge of the ages. It is fortunate, therefore, that a ladder would be at hand. Ah, literary friend, would, if he could, ne'er leave this hallowed haven of erudite entertainment. Hours of exploring, selecting from the serried ranks of spines. No, as in any library worth its salt, you will discover of mice and men, a little mouse on the prairie, the three Mouseketeers. The mice man cometh, the mouse at Pooh Corner, no country for old mice, my personal favourite. Old Possum's book of impractical caterpillars. Obviously, there may be a single unread, unloved copy of Arbuthnot in Wonderland, and thus the crepuscular hours are whiled away within the embrace of his chosen tome, Dr. Moustus. Come the morn, he needs must wend his weary way back to the Hatter's interminable tea party, and back to the oh so welcoming warmth of his porcelain teacup, there to sleep. Premise the excursionist. Now, as you can no doubt observe, the Dormouse has legs of an exceedingly short length, and some might even say stubby. Basically, he would be able to ambulate no further than a shaft meant, which is neither use nor ornament. Ergo, I believe his preferred mode of transportation, when venturing beyond the confines of his teapot, to be within a steam locomotive, not pourmoire, spewing forth naught but smoke, cinders, and smut. However, one cannot deny that there is an appeal to sitting upon one's derriere, viewing the varied vistas that are but passing. Brunel's famed Suspension Bridge, Glastonbury. Oh, I do wish they'd wear shoes, particularly when it's raining. Glastonbury Tor. The henge of stone, nary a druid, alas. Cern abbas, more than mere poppycock, and thus to disembark at Dorset's delightful Durdle door. There to rendezvous with whoever, and to pick a nick upon the sands the sands. Come the morn, he needs must wend his weary way back to the Hatter's interminable tea party, and back to the oh so welcoming warmth of his porcelain teacup, there to sleep. Hypothesis 3. The detectiverist. Whilst the Dormouse may appear the very personification of timidity, a gentle, quiet soul, I wonder whether his late night excursions to the emporia of the city might not serve to conceal an activity that would befit a character of stouter metal. There to venture, perchance, to the very heart of metropolitan darkness, through tenebrous lanes, alleys twisting and twining, there to emerge where one would not wish to emerge, in a place of ill omen, and there to discover foul deeds of such violence as will live in eternal, malevolent infamy. Enough! Come the morn, he needs must wend his weary way back to the Hatter's interminable tea party, and back to the oh so welcoming warmth of his porcelain teacup, there to sleep. Postulation 4. The rake. As you may have surmised, I opine that our sleepy Dormouse is anything but a sleepy Dormouse. I suspect that his diurnal doziness is indeed well earned, or do I mean ill-earned? For he is not to pursue a white rabbit who ventures down a rabbit hole, but he is to venture down a devil's maw, a green fairy to pursue. You may know, if you have struggled through Albert in Wonderland, the Dormouse recalling the 3 little sisters who lived at the bottom of a treacle well, who answered to Elsie, Lessie, and Tilly. Well, he was acquainted with 3 personages of the female persuasion, who did indeed answer to Elsie, Lessie, and Tilly. However, they did not reside at the bottom of a treacle well, nor were they sisters little. Elsie, Lessie, and Tilly where, without a shadow of a doubt, the most famed, limber, lithe, and lovely dancers of the demi-monde. Come the morn, he needs must wend his weary way back to the hatter's interminable tea party, and back to the so welcoming warmth of his porcelain teacup, there to sleep. You may choose to believe the inane, uneventful ramblings of a mathematics teacher, Alice. Yes, that's it, Alice in Wonderland. Or rejoice with me in any of the heretofore presented imaginings, possibilities, or hallucinations, or just one more, maybe. Thank you.